This segment brought to you by Kansas Regenerative Medicine Center. Your stem cells, your health, your life.
Welcome to Kansas.
Well, hello again. I'm Frank, and Deb is out west, and this is Around Kansas. And of course, it's a show about people, places, and things that make Kansas a great place to work, live, play, and come visit. And here we are. Good grief, we're knocking on the door of October already. I know it sounds like a broken record, but where is this year gone? I guess the older you get, the faster and faster it goes. And we are into fall, and it's one of my favorite times of the year. And not only because of the weather, the mosquitoes die, the flies die, and all that. No, really because there are so many festivals and things to do in this state. We've talked about it in previous shows, but it's a fantastic place to be for all of the great places. I mean, and if you like apple cider, there are lots of places to get apple cider. And if you like beer rocks, there are all kinds of places to get beer rocks and everything else. So check listings, or go on to Google and say, hey, what's going on in Kansas this week? And then plan out a route and go do some of them. On our email, someone emailed and said, hey, do a story on Waterville. Well, we did a story on Waterville here, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. And it's when I did a series of stories about opera houses around the state of Kansas. Now, Waterville is a beautiful little town. Its population is 680, but there's a lot that goes on in that city. And the Opera House, well, they have lots of entertainment there. It was built in 1904, and it's worth going there to not only see the entertainment, but tour the Opera House. And then across the street is an historic hotel, and they have a great little restaurant there. Here years ago, when Linda, my wife, and I were in the Dale Easton Players, they were doing some restoration to the Opera House. So we went up there to do a benefit show. And we did the Shaboom Boys, which was our rock and roll 50s show there. And they treated us to dinner after the show over at the hotel's restaurant. And I kind of bring that up not to brag on the fact that I was in the Dale Easton Players, but that particular time we had two not yet discovered famous actors in our group. One was James Reynolds. We know him as Jim Reynolds. He was there. And of course, he's played Abe Carver on Days of Our Lives the last 30-some years. The other was Marilyn Schreffler. And Marilyn did a lot of cereal commercials on national TV. And then if you remember the Bob Newhart show, the inn was haunted by a ghost. Marilyn was that ghost. Shortly thereafter, as her career was beginning to take off, she unfortunately died of cancer. But anyway, we had a couple of almost to be famous people in the cast at that time. So anyway, Waterville is a really nice place to go visit. And again, you might Google it and say, hey Google, what's going on in Waterville, and then make the trip up there.
Hi, I'm Kim Mandarin with Hardy Insurance. I'm here to help you with all of your farm and ranch needs. When it comes to protecting your operation and your family, you need a name you can trust at a price you can afford. Call me today or visit hardyaviationins.com.